Hello, it's Lisa Turner here from Psycademy, and in a minute I'm going to be invoking my guides, and I'm going to be answering one or possibly more than one of the questions that were posted recently. So we had some great questions, and I have to say we had some questions I just couldn't answer. They were just a yes or no question, or they were they didn't expand. The answer didn't, like, no, my guide's no one guide. They really only can answer questions that create expansion and growth and beyond. So if and where the question doesn't really do that, or whether sometimes when the way the question is asked, there's so much that's been presupposed that my guides will have to unteach, that it becomes beyond the scope of what we can do here on our call right now. So I'm just giving the Facebook algorithm a second to kick in, and so some people jump on. And I'm actually still trying to just work out which is I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions we could answer. So what I'm going to do is I am going to, here we got some people coming on, yay. So before we start, so it's Sarah. Hello, Sarah, welcome. So what we're going to, so as I just said, which you probably missed because you weren't here, and that's just how the algorithm works. So what I'm going to be doing in a minute is I'm going to be invoking my guides and answering some of the questions that were posted recently. What that means is, what does that mean? It means I can't always read your comments when I'm invoking. But here's the thing. If you're watching this on the recording, please, and you have a question or you just want to make a comment, please do so. I will come back to you if I can, if I see it. If you like this video, actually, can you click the love button, because Facebook no longer recognizes likes as having any meaning. Go figure. So if you do love what we're doing, then love it, so then other people will see what we're doing. Share it if you think somebody else would benefit from this. The questions that have been coming in are really, really powerful, really interesting questions, which I love, and no one guide love to answer. So my guide, no one guide, they have never lived before. They've never incarnated. They're not a dead person. I don't speak to dead people. And there's a reason for that, which I could go into, but frankly, that's a whole other training. If you're interested in that, hop on to my group, my new group that I've just created called The Future of the Spiritual Industry. So that's linked to the page here. Go and check that out. I will be sharing more about that in there. And this is the reason I'm doing this. You know, this I normally do for my my paying clients, but I thought I just felt cool to do it. So I love channeling, I love invoking, so I thought I'd do this. Just some guidelines. If there is a question that comes in, I may be able to answer it and I may not. And there's a couple of reasons why I won't be able to answer it. One is it doesn't follow the guidelines. If you want to know what the guidelines are, scroll up, I think, and look at the photo where I've said free channeling from my guides, and then read the guidelines as to how to ask a question. The other thing is time. I may just need to shorten the video a bit. So to that end, let me invoke my guides, and I'm just going to let them choose which question they answer. I don't know which one that's going to be. So I'm going to take my glasses off, and yes, I can still read. Okay, so here we go. Just enjoy. And welcome. We are No One Guide, and we speak through the host, Lisa, who allows us to enter her body and speak through her. She is still present, which is a frequent question that is asked. And all that we ask is that you be open to receive whatever is shared here today. What we share may be beyond the comprehension of the conscious mind, and it may not be for your conscious mind. It may be for your unconscious mind. And it may be that rather than listening to the words, you respond to the energy, so that you can be aware of the vibrational frequency that is being transmitted, that is beyond and above and outside of the mere words. And Lisa, we invited Lisa to allow us to channel for you, for whoever would watch and listen and be open to receiving this. And we are grateful that you are here. And the question, there have been several questions, and we will answer one today. And the question that we will answer is the question from Rebecca, who has asked an interesting and exciting question, which is, where is the human race heading? And this question is most easily answered by explaining this. The human race, just as is a collective of individuals, and every individual has free choice. They are at choice, and they are the creators of their experience. Each individual is the expression of the divine in physical form. And just as we speak through Lisa, this host, we are the divine expressing ourselves in this way through this pure channel to you. And this is how humans live. And the ideal is that they begin to live their lives from this. And this is the invitation that is being extended to humanity at this time. At this time, there are highly evolved beings that are surrounding your planet to assist in the vibrational frequency alterations, such that it will enable you as a species and as individuals to become more consciously aware that you are divine, that you are source energy, that you are the embodiment of source energy. And as this invitation is being extended, the question, where is the human race headed, is slightly a misasked question. It's really, what is the human race evolving into, and how is that evolution transpiring? As we highly evolved beings surround your planet to assist in your awakening, in your evolution, the invitation is for you all, as more and more of you as individuals choose to become the conscious embodiment of the divine, leaving, rejecting, releasing that which is not divine. And in so doing, you will enable yourself to experience greater and greater joy. And you will know when you are experiencing divine and divinity within. You will know when you're experiencing divinity within, because you will experience this as joy. So the human race is evolving to a level where, as individuals, more and more of you are being open as you watch this, as you share this with your fellow humans, your fellow loved ones, your fellow individuals. As you share this message, do so. As you invite others to join this, they will see and become more and more aware that they are the living embodiment of the divine. And as each individual becomes aware that they are the divine, when you are living from that divine place, you experience joy. When you make decisions from that divine place, you experience joy. And this is different to happiness. Happiness is predominantly externally generated, that other people do things or give things, or that there are other circumstances that make you happy. And if you notice the presupposition in that if you do not have this experience, you are unhappy. And this is sadly how many of your children are being raised at this time, that parents and adults are being encouraged to do whatever is necessary to make the child happy, and instead of teaching the child how to find joy within. But we digress. Where is humanity headed? What is humanity evolving into? More and more individuals in your species, are choosing to awaken and evolve to become what we call highly evolving beings. A highly evolving being is one who embodies source on a daily basis. They live this. They make decisions for the highest good of all. Up until recently, there has been a dichotomy that an individual either makes a decision for others and sacrifices self, or makes a decision for self and sacrifices others. And now this is the invitation, is to make decisions, make choices, take actions that are for and of the highest good of all. So you no longer need to make a sacrifice. This is how you can become healthy in yourself. This is how you can become what you refer to frequently as balanced. Where the imbalance has happened has been where you have made sacrifices for yourself, or where you have made decisions that have caused another to sacrifice, or the societies to sacrifice. And this is extremely prevalent in your observation of the pollution damage to your earth, to your atmosphere, to your environment, where in order to live in your society, you wish to live in your society, and thus you require a house. And in order to have a house and to feed yourself, you normally are required to do some work. And in order to do some work, you are required to attend a workplace, to wear clothing that the manufacturing of pollutes the environment, to drive a vehicle, the driving of, the manufacturing of pollutes the environment, the manufacturing of frequently the environment, the building itself that you work in and you live in pollutes the environment. And so your choices up until now have been limited. You either conform to society and pollute the environment, or you leave society and save the environment, but sacrifice yourself. And what is currently happening, the current movement is that you will move to a place where society will evolve, because more and more individuals are evolving. Society will evolve so that it sees that and releases judgment, because it is judgment that is bad. And by judgment, we mean bad or good versus this works, this doesn't work. There are still choices to be made and evaluations, but evaluations made on the effectiveness. Does this create a result that is for the highest good of all? Or does this cause some group of society or individuals to sacrifice or be sacrificed? Where energy is freely transmitted across the world, and I don't mean freely as in payment free, but where there is an exchange of energy. So those countries and regions that have only means to generate energy in a polluting way are encouraged and supported and enabled to access energy in a non-polluting way. Because this is the change that is happening, and it is happening now. And our invitation is for you to continue to make these changes, to embody this, to actualize this, to support those who are making this, and to recognize that you will soon no longer need to make the decision to sacrifice yourself for the planet, or the planet for yourself. This is happening, and we encourage you to continue to facilitate this change and this growth, so that it can become even more so. Frequently, your species are asked the question, why have we not been visited physically by aliens, or have we been visited by them, but they are kept secret? In truth, you are visited by highly evolved beings who choose not to physically transport themselves, because the energy requirement is so vast. So, and they have uncovered and revealed means whereby they can transport their consciousness without requiring themselves to transport their physical beings. And we are the embodiment of this is an example of such a teleportation transmission is a better word for this. This is the demonstration of that transmission. And the reason that you have not been aware of this before now is frequently because you are in what we call a technological adolescence, a spiritual and technological tipping point, where you either evolve to a higher level of order, where you evolve as individuals, where you choose to evolve as individuals to a higher level of order, where you recognize that you might need to make a small, and the word is not sacrifice, but choice now for a far greater reward later, where dogma is being dissolved, the dogma of the idea of many of your spiritual ideals that are held by old school spiritual philosophies and by this we mean not only religions, but what was New Age, but has now become old school, that there is dogma that has been held that is no longer supports or sustains you as individuals or the spiritual community. And an example of this dogma is that it is not spiritual to be wealthy, or that it is better for spiritual people to be broke, or that it is not appropriate for spiritual people to exchange their spiritual services for money is one example. That there is negative energy that should be avoided, and that if the world troubles you, that you should leave it and avoid it rather than changing it. We could speak more of these, and we are, with this host, creating a platform where that will transpire and take place. So the human race is evolving, and it is at a tipping point where you can now evolve to an even higher level of order, where you can now move through this technological adolescence and spiritual adolescence that you are in. Adolescents need to be guided, and this is why we and others like us are here, to support you, to guide you in your awakening, not to control you, not to influence you, but to simply invite you, to show you, to demonstrate the choice that you are at choice, to repeatedly demonstrate and explain to you that you are the creators of your entire experience, to move yourself out of blame of self, blame of others, to take the control and power that you truly have and embody this. When more and more individuals step into the power that they have and use it for the highest good of all, then, and as this happens, and this is happening, this is the tipping point that you are pivoting around right now. We have spoken. Ooh. So I hope you found that useful. Pretty high level stuff. A lot of it is quite abstract. I know that. I know that's how they talk. So we got Linda, Kim, Angelique, Gay, Angela, Heidi, and Donna. Hi. Oh, and was there someone else there? Don't know if I missed it. Took my glasses off. So if you like this, click the love button so others will see it, and Facebook will recognize it as that you have liked it or loved it. Doesn't recognize likes anymore. Debs, hey. So if you love this video, love it. If you like it, click love anyway so that Facebook recognizes it. If you really love it and you think someone else will benefit, please share it on your timeline, or just copy paste in a little message. Hi Tina, lovely to see you. So I hope that was useful. Let me know, what's your takeaway from this? What did you take from this? It is positive, and that's some of the times when I had to stop, it's because I got the sense some people were interpreting it as like we're all gonna, it's going to be doom and gloom, and it's really not. It's really not doom and gloom. It is, we are pivoting around this tipping point now. I've had this message a lot of times recently, and not even recently, for a while now, but we're right at this tipping point. We're pivoting around it now. So the invitation is awaken ourselves. So stay part of the community. I will post a link to the Future of the Spiritual Industry Facebook group, which is a new place where we're really showing how you can become part of this change, how you can lead this change into this evolution of the species, the awakening of the species. So till next time, love you lots, guys. Love you lots. Let me know what you liked about the video, what you liked about the message. If you didn't like it, let me know, and why, what you didn't like about it. What's your and yeah, I mean, because there may be something that just needs to be explained. Everything is empowering. That's the idea, is that you are at choice. You have the power to change, either change your physical experience or change your response to it, or both. But that is in our other Facebook group or in one of our courses. Feel free to join one of our courses. We have those. They're good. Alrighty. Lots and lots of love. Till next time. Bye for now.